Hi, Carol here, and welcome back to my craft room. I am going to use my Misty again, and this time it is going to be for an Inktense Pencil tutorial that I am dedicating to Susan W. on Stamp Nation. She asked if I would do a floral image using Inktense Pencil. So here they are, beautiful. And I got this at the thrift store, this beautiful blue glass jar. I love it. Okay, so I chose to, I was going to use, let me just jump in here. I had drawn some huge roses on my 140-pound Strathmore card pad here, watercolor pad. And I was doing this video for you, Susan, when I realized my camera wasn't on. But I thought that would be, I don't know how much time I would have in one video, and I just want to do one video. So I got my Flourishes photopolymer set, one of them. I love Flourishes. And I have the daffodil side on one side, then you open it up and it has the beautiful roses on the inside here. It's a beautiful Valentine set. If you're looking for roses, look up Flourishes. It's beautiful. I already stamped it with my favorite things, hybrid ink, right here. And it is great for watercoloring. It is an archival ink. And now I've cleaned off the stamp, and I am going to put some Versamark on it so that I can contain the colors as I am using the Inktense pencils. If I'm doing a large image where I'm drawing it myself, I don't use the Versamark at all, because it just has a freer, I don't know, I don't like to use it on a large painting, but I don't mind on a card. So it is set down just where I wanted it, like so, and I was able to stamp and use the Versamark on there. Now I need to find what I did from my last tutorial, my clear embossing powder. Did anybody see what I did with it? There it is, right there. I knew I was going to use it again. So I did a clean and simple card just a little bit ago. And it turned out well. I'll show you what I'm going to do with this because they're not matching up, which is fine. There we are. Let's put it away where it goes so I know where it is. Okay, we're going to get out a multi-liner. There we are. And let's try this. There we go. That's beautiful. Okay. All right, now make sure I am focused for you here. And I'm going to take this, this is a Staedtler pigment liner, but any pigment ink will do. It's thicker, So I am just going to add that to the stem. If there's anything else I see that did not, I think I'm going to widen the bottom of there, and that looks pretty good. I will draw it turned around so that you can see it like that. Are we in the frame? Yes. Okay, so let's get started. Love, love. I love a bowl like this. Let me just jump in here, like where you don't have them. Let me move this for a minute. Where you don't have them contained into a box. You can just grab the colors. You can see the tops of them, and it's much quicker than opening up, you know, 2 stacked can of pencils. So that's just the way I work. And then I keep an electric sharpener behind me. Some choose not to use the electric sharpener because, you know, you do waste a little bit, but pencil, but I don't mind that. So let's start first of all with the apple green on the stem. And this is why sometimes I choose not to put the embossing powder on the beach green. And I want to say this, if you're using this, you don't want a lot at first. You don't need a lot. Start out with just, because these are not, they're intense. They're Inktense Intense. So start out with just a little bit of color, and you'll see when I start here what I mean. And then I'm going to go into this leaf green. That makes sense. It is more on the brown tone. There we go. And there's nothing more relaxing there than doing a rose in any medium, you know, crayons even, it's pretty. So I'm going to take a stiff brush when I do this. I'm going to check out I have a bowl of water here, some paper towels. Now they come in, they come in different stiffness. I'm going to show you. I don't know if you can see on the longer brush here, on the blue water brush. I'm not sure if that's a Tim Holtz brush. I don't think so, but the Derwent is nice and it's firm on the end, which is nice to work with. So I have paper towel to the left of me here, and instead of squeezing water, I just want to have control on the coloring. And see what I mean? And this is why I drew the large roses, because you can see a huge section of using the Inktense pencils. Here it really is so small. It's such a small image that it doesn't give you the real, I don't know, like doing a painting kind of feel. How's that? And I'm just going to lay a base for now so I can see what these colors look like. And I think the one thing about coloring, and I've said it with Copics, and I'm not a professional. We all know that. I just like to color. But is not to get intimidated by whatever you're using, and other people that are really gifted on YouTube and blogs, that's where you go and get inspired. But in the long run, it turns out to be the way you color. You're never going to be able to be exactly like somebody else. So I take that right out of my mind, because you will get frustrated, really frustrated. You look at somebody's card or painting and you think, and then you try it and it just, doesn't turn out and you get frustrated. But don't give up. Just keep going. And what looks good to you, what doesn't look good to you, looks good to somebody else that, doesn't particularly draw. Now, this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to take, I had a sheet here I was using. You want to take a piece of cardstock. This was one of the ones I wrecked on another card I was doing. And just put some color down on your leaves here, like off your leaves, and to mix them. It's just like using ink, or using paint, excuse me. So get that wet, and I'm going to mix these up just to see what I get here. And I'll bring that dark color, remembering that paint dries light. Okay, so I'll take the dark, then while it's wet, you can come in and darken where you'd like it darken. And then just don't add so much water. That's another thing. Just use it as a coloring medium. Like this. Leave the center light. Wait till it dries and see what it looks like. I kind of like this is it the leaf green? So hopefully you can see that. Yes, you can. Okay, so now we have, lay it out just to dry. Isn't that pretty? That looks nice. Okay, I'm going to leave that to dry. Looks good. Now, let's move on to the red tones. So set your greens aside so you remember which ones you use. You don't have to go hunting for them. And we will do the rose. I am going to tip this up this way now because I need to look at the folds and things. Alright, so we'll do a red rose. Oranges, browns, purple, there we go. How's that for a color choice? I am going to lay down first a light base on my folds. Not much. Remembering that Inktense is intense. So I'll do all that looks like a fold to me. Light. Okay. This is a fold. I'll take the corners for now. There we go. And then we can darken the rest up later. So I lay my light down first. Now this is the burgundy, this is the mauve. And I'm going to come in and darken this right here with the mauve in the corners because I'm pushing it out, right? There we go. Then I am going to take some mustard and I'm going to come in because remember flowers are not just one color. And then chili red. Ooh, that's nice. There we go, fill it in. You won't believe how dark this is going to be. Really rich. I like the chili red. And then Shiraz. Darken some of this up. There we go. And let's see how this works. Looks like a hot mess now, doesn't it? Okay, I'm going to keep with my firm, detailed, and I'm going to come up here and see how the colors are blending that I put down. It's nice to see the colors take hold. There we go. And I'll do the whole thing like at first because then I get a visual. Of which colors I want to use and pull together. That looks good. There we are. And by just laying down a little bit of color, I can go in and really make it intense. I can see what the colors look like, right? There we are. Okay, that looks pretty. I'm going to show you up close. That's what you're with now. Now I will go in and intensify the color. Let's see. Let's take some of this hot red. There we are. I've set a base already for undertones, which will be nice. There we go. Experiment. Just experiment with your color. And then you're going to want to have some really deep burgundy. Burgundy and red go nice together. Burgundy will really set up that red. There we go. And then you're going to want to have some black. Okay. And let's see. I'll come in here. The black will enrich these colors. Deepen them up. And then stop. see how that goes. It's not gonna, let's start up here. Mix some of that dark. And then if you don't want to pull that black down, there we go. Grab some of that purple. See how that black is just going in and really adding depth to that rose. Okay, now, awesome. All different colors in there, I love it. Now I'm going to take a white on here, and I'm going to use it on my separate off my page there. Pick it up on my oh, excuse me, just took a little bit of, I'll lighten this up. This is going to dry and then I'll be able to work with the reds. I'm going to pull some out where I don't want it. Okay. All right, now let's go in with this one here, hot red. I'm going to leave these over there. The hot red is going to, because now I've laid a color, I know exactly where I want this. And with the dampness on there, just go in circles. There we are. And then add some water. How much time do we have? Oop. Okay. Now I'm going to go in and lift with the water. And that'll give me the undertone. I just need a little piece of, okay. All right, set that down and see what we had underneath there. We'll pick it up. I set the color reds I wanted. Pick that up. This is just the way I color. Like, if there's spots I want to pick up, I add water and pick it up because I've already set a base with the light pink, right? There we are. Then I'm going to add more black. Might pick up right there. There we are. Because you have a nice base. All right. Take my black and let's move underneath on all of the underneath petals, just like that. Under here, under here, under here, and a bit in there, just some shadow. Underneath there. There we are. We're almost finished. Push it down. I don't want a lot of water on this. There we go. Move it with your, then I'm going to come in with that hot red again. Awesome, and we can work like, just deepens the intensity of the color. Okay. Now we'll come in with this beautiful color. Well, it's a bit wet. Try and keep a point on your pencil. Okay. Grab your white, and wherever I want softness, I'm going to add the white. And you're in control, so as you're looking at it, if you don't like it, go back and add. And some oranges, and then we'll start wetting this down. And it depends on the color you want. Like if you want a dark, deep rose, let's add some more black underneath. Okay, let's wet that down because I think we're running out of time, and we'll see that rose. Yes, I just have a minute here. So that's what you do. That's what I do. I just play with the colors, and I know I want to add some yellow to this right now, just looking at it. See that yellow right up in there? I don't want to get rid of that. I want to add some more, kind of a mustard. I want to brighten that up. Brighten it up with your yellows. There we are. And there you have it, my friends. Beautiful rose. I'll hold it up. Okay, and then I will show the finished card because I'm going to do the outside, but I love the colors that are in there. And I'm adding a bit more water to bring that black up. There you have it.